Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Pile 1, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We are doing another pick a card love reading. We are channeling your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and towards the connection. All right, so pile 1, just keep in mind, it's in general, so whatever resonates, claim it, take it, run with it, whatever you want. And then if something does not resonate, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. Sometimes some very specific messages will come through and those aren't going to resonate with everybody. Okay. Yeah, and I do have personal readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into yours and your person's, the energy of your guys' connection. I also have this reading available, like your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and towards the connection, for $25. Just check the description box below for booking details, and there are a lot of other $25 readings available in the specific person category. Okay. Pile 1, you guys were drawn to the Amethyst Seer Stone. I'll put it back where it was. The Amethyst Seer Stone, and then we're going to get your person's overall energy. We have a higher view. We got the number 41, could be significant, the number 5. We also have, what is this? Shadow Love Tea Relationship Oracle deck here. So we'll see how this ties in. These aren't always going to resonate. This could just be maybe some things you've noticed about your, your specific person that kind of gives you confirmation that this is the reading. So we have a higher view. I'm going to check out the book on that real quick with 41. And then we also have online bully here. It says, uses threatening communication to get a response out of people, convinces others to harass, tarnishes others' reputation with false narratives. You might be connecting to somebody, pile 1, that might be commenting or harassing a lot of people about maybe like their political views, or maybe just posting a lot on social media about their political views. And I'm kind of getting some energies from your person, pile 1, and this is just about your person overall in general, about just being I don't know if they like ruffling feathers or they just don't care if they do. But yeah, I'm definitely picking up those energies, and we'll see if this has anything to do, how that might play into like their thoughts and their feelings. This could be your person not caring too much really whether or not like they ruffle your feathers. Your person may be very blunt and to the point. All right, so a higher view says key concepts here: seeing from a higher perspective, conscious neutrality, letting go of judgment and assumptions, non-attachment, the ability to remain unbiased, which is a stark contrast to what I just said. Okay, so we'll see how this plays into your guys' connection. Your person might be softening up. That might be what that is. Let's see what else the book has to say. It says, sometimes our lives are suction cupped to the ends of our noses and we can't see beyond ourselves. This happens to everyone once in a while. We fall into an automatic response to life and react from a learned, conditioned place rather than one of awareness. Being in reactivity keeps us repeating old patterns. Conversely, the avoidance of our triggers could keep us in our comfort zone, policing our attempts at new things. Ooh, okay, so what this has to do with your guys' connection, pile one, I feel like, yeah, your person is, how am I wanting to put this? I can see it. Your person has a really hard time seeing past themselves, pile one, when it comes to their thoughts and their feelings for you and towards the connection. They may be very selfish. They could have been very selfish. Let's see what else comes through. It says the way to be successful in your endeavor to connect with others is to step out of your sticky perception of the world. Wow. Imagine yourself sitting on the back of a bird 1,000 feet above your life. Wouldn't your perspective change? Your person may be kind of in I don't want to say not necessarily a victim mentality, but they're definitely in a they blame shift a lot is what I'm feeling. Wouldn't your perspective change? From a higher point of view, you can see for miles. You could let go of naming or blaming the obstacles in your way and instead easily discover a path to more beautiful and compelling vistas. More can become available to you in all aspects of your life when you are able to step back and get a little distance. You can wait before responding, be more graceful in your interactions, and see how everything is connected and every experience is a gift. The world is wide open for you today. All you have to do is move to higher ground. Be mindful and celebrate the spectacle of life's dance. I just heard your person keeps themselves boxed in quite a bit, and I feel like that's pretty much what they're doing with this connection. There's definitely the potential for more here. And I feel like your person can see that, pile one, but they play small. They're keeping themselves in this connection very small. There's something they're not able to see past. And I feel like it's a self-limitation. It's, a self-limiting belief. We'll see. We're going to delve a little bit more into their thoughts and feelings. What's pigeonholed? What does that mean? I just heard that, pigeonholed. Let me look it up real quick, because pigeonhole. Pigeonholed. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying. I hear stuff come through, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like I hear it. I've heard it before, but it's like, okay, when it comes in like this, I'm like, it definitely means something towards the connection. Okay, it says pigeonholed, a verb that describes having an unfair idea of someone or something, or putting something aside for later. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And that's pretty much what I was picking up on. Your person's energy towards you and towards the connection. They're not seeing past something. something else or someone else or some kind of a situation or something has their attention, and they do see, I'm purely channeling right now, they do see the potential for more with this connection, but there's something getting in the way of their view. And I feel like whatever, it's like your person is pigeonholing themselves, okay, when it comes to the connection. Like they have an unfair idea of like who they are, right? They're pigeonholing themselves. They're pigeonholing their capabilities, their, their power. And so, yeah, they're keeping themselves very small. All right, pile one's person, your thoughts and feelings towards pile one. They're keeping themselves playing small when it comes to this connection. All right, pile one's person, tell me your thoughts and feelings towards pile one, please. And then the very first card that wants to come out is, aren't you tired of my bullshit yet? In parentheses, it says, I don't respect you. And a lot of that may be because your person doesn't respect themselves, right? They don't respect themselves. I can definitely see where maybe your person is definitely somebody that ruffles, they don't mind ruffling a lot of feathers. And I'm kind of picking up here, they don't really mind too much that they ruffle yours, especially with this here. You know, your person is, and we'll see. Let me find out. Let's get some more. Give me more. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile one and the connection. Your person may be spinning out right now about something, spiraling out, you know. Says, please. Yeah, okay. I was kind of picking up on this, like, aren't you, like, this is, like, the aren't you tired of my bullshit yet is coming more from a space of, like, them kind of being surprised, like, you're still here, you are still holding on. Because I'm hearing your person saying they've been tired of their own bullshit for quite some time, and, you know, if they could give up on themselves, they would, but they're not, right? I mean, obviously, they're still here. So they're almost kind of feeling you, pile one, getting to that threshold with them where you might be about to really truly be tired of their bullshit in terms of, like, you know, cutting off the connection or what the case may be. I just saw strictly sexual at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, your person has not been investing a whole lot into the connection, but they don't want you to give up on them. So, you know, we'll find out more. That may have been how you felt, like your person hasn't been respecting you because of how they've been treating you. But I am picking up that that's just, you know, your person isn't, they're not respecting themselves. I'm almost picking up on an energy pile one where your person is trying to figure out what exactly is it that you see in them. Because whatever it is you see in them, pile one, they're not seeing it in themselves, okay? Tell me more. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile one. I know we can work through this. Ooh, anxious attachment. I haven't picked up on it yet, but did the tables turn? Did you finally put your foot down? It's just a game to me. Let me get one more. And we're gonna clarify. I'm all in. Let me see what's going on here. And then at the bottom of the at the bottom of the deck, you guys, we got, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Again, you know, me as a reader, when I see something at the back of the deck, it's not the strongest of energies, but it is there. Okay, so a lot of what is going on in this connection, pile one, feels like self-sabotage. I just heard that Beastie Boys. I'm not even a huge Beastie Boys fan, but that song Sabotage just popped in my head by the Beastie Boys. I don't know. Do you like the Beastie Boys, or maybe your person likes the Beastie Boys? I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely Sabotage, whether your person is aware of it or not, because a lot of the times, you know, we do have an insecure attachment style making its place known here. So your person is definitely dealing with some kind of it could be largely unconscious at this point, which is weird that we have anxious attachment. They could very well be. They could be somebody that, you know, oh yeah, disrespecting boundaries. Because when I read in the I read in the context of you know, the reading of the energies and the reading itself, and I can see where this person, you know, because people who tend to have an anxious attachment style tend to be the more clingy type, right? And so when I'm associating, like what I'm seeing here with anxious attachment, what's coming through is somebody who, because there's something that they're needing, like they don't care what boundaries they cross. Because, and you know, a lot of the times these things are happening, and it's happening at a very, it's a primal level. It's like the mind knows better, but the nervous system is activated. And when the nervous system get activated, sorry, that's that, when the nervous system gets activated, it's that need, that urge for survival takes over. And it doesn't matter what your conscious mind is trying to tell you. You can't help it, right? I mean, you can be so, your nervous system can be so primed for, you know, those kinds of behaviors when it comes to survival. What was that? Let me turn that off. That was my phone. Yeah, see, like, that's what that feels like. I'm here giving you guys a reading, and then my, you know, a notification goes off on my phone, kind of like disrupting it and taking my focus away. And this thing hasn't gone off all day. But I feel like that's what's going on here, you know, especially since we have it right underneath, aren't you tired of my bullshit yet? Because I feel like that's your person not having, it's not so much that they don't have any respect for you, pile one, they didn't have any respect for your boundaries. They didn't have any respect for your needs. And that was coming from a place of your person, you know, that urge for survival kicking in, whatever it was, you know, them not caring whether or not they got on your nerves or whether or not they, you know, ruffled your feathers. They were really just kind of out for number one at that point. Whatever, you know, this is in regard to. Now, for some of you, I am picking up that there's specific kinds of behaviors that your person is referencing when they're coming through in this energy. Like, consciously they knew it wasn't, they really shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be treating you or just people in general that way. But when that, you know, you get into attachment styles, you know, depending on which insecure attachment style you have, you're either going to, you know, run away or you're going to cling. But this isn't necessarily coming through that your person is anxious attachment. They could be blowing up your phone, trying to force you to, you know, listen to them, or trying to force you to see their way of thinking, or, you know, trying to force you to see that they're right, or whatever the case may be. And that does go very well with, you know, this online bully thing over here. This could also just be in general, like their energy in general, just not respecting boundaries, your boundaries, not really caring too much. Not to say that they don't care about what you need, but their needs, like when that need for survival, that survival instinct kicks in, it's, you know, all pleasantries, all social regard or whatever goes out the window, right? Tell me more about Please Don't Give Up on Me, on us. Actually, let's find out. This is, aren't you tired of dealing with my bullshit yet? What's that about? We got the Four of Wands in the reverse. Tell me more. Is there more to add about, aren't you tired of dealing with my bullshit yet? They could have literally, like, yeah, okay. There's a couple of different things coming through in this energy. This could be your person wondering, you know, are you ever going to get tired of them sleeping on the potential of this connection? Because they're totally sleeping on, you know, the potential of this connection. And there's more energies for, you know, the Four of Wands in the upright position can talk about living with somebody. It's a stable relationship, right? That could also just be wondering whether or not, you know, it's that energy, like, aren't you tired of almost like the promise of the Four of Wands in the upright position, but never quite getting it, right? With the World in the reverse here, there's always this feeling of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like they're keeping this connection in a stalemate, in a very stagnant energy. And that's kind of like, you know, in a holding pattern is what that feels like. It could be really good if they would invest in it or get over whatever that primal instinct is. But they just haven't up to this point. And so, you know, they're wondering, you know, aren't you tired of them messing up this connection? The Four of Wands in the reverse, you know, if you lived with somebody that could talk about breaking up a happy home, moving out, coming and going, right? Things being really good for, you know, a minute, and then things just go back to the way that they were. It's like a never-ending cycle with the World in the reverse as it was showing up. Let's see, pile one. Pile one's person. Tell me more about please don't give up on us. Don't give up on me. Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'll be honest, they don't know. They don't know when they're going to get their stuff together. They don't know. They don't know. I know we can work through this. Tell me about that. That's a lot. Do I want to take all those? No, I don't. Okay, I'll put those back. I know we can work through this. Tell me more, but I know we can work through this. Yeah, and then I know we can work through this is being clarified by the King of Wands. Your person is very confident. This almost feels like they're confident in themselves. Let me see. This almost feels like it's coming through in the energy, like they know that if you were to give them a chance, they know that they could talk themselves or talk you back into, you know, allowing them back into your good graces again, is what that feels like. Tell me more about the King of Wands clarifying. I know we can work through this. So far we have Leo energy coming through, Pisces, and now Sagittarius. Yeah, I mean, you know, they feel like they're going to be able to do what it takes, say what it takes to be able to heal and restore balance in the connection. But I will say, they're not looking at the underlying root causes of what's been causing the issues in this connection. Your person is just very secure in their ability to talk their way back into your good graces. I heard talk their way back into your good graces, act their way back into your good graces. This is somebody that might, you know, the King of Wands is very action oriented. So this is somebody that might, and very charming. So this is, and we got charm here twice, but charm here is in the reverse with the Knight of Cups. But in the reverse, but the King of Wands in the upright position, you know, wand energy, the court, you know, the wand court energy just in and of themselves are very charming. And so this is your person, like they know, they're very confident, I should say, that they can charm their way back into your good graces. All right, so that's just giving you guys a heads up. Giving you a heads up. Let me see. Let me find out what's going on with anxious attachment. The Hanged Man. And it specifically, that's more Pisces energy, and it specifically says sacrifice. Tell me more about anxious attachment being and clarified by the Hanged Man. Ooh, there's the Devil. We got Pisces energy and Capricorn energy. Yeah. Remember I was telling you about being driven by like that primal instinct to survive? That's what this is. That's the energy that's making up this, you know. And again, it doesn't, I'm not saying your person is clingy. They may not be clingy on you in the connection. And what that feels like is that they're being very clingy to whatever it is they got to do to like, to regulate their own nervous system. What are they clinging to? Because that's what I'm picking up here. I don't know what are they clinging to, because that's what I'm picking up through that. They're clinging to something. I'm not necessarily picking up that it's you guys. What are you clinging to, pile one's person? Got the Tower. What are you clinging to? Could literally be chaos, you know? Chaos. The Five of Cups in the reverse. Minimizing the impact of something. Which is very vague, I know, but, you know, when we're talking about somebody in their primal instinct to survive, this feels like, you know, like a ship going down and going around trying to, you know, plug up all the holes that are letting water in. And the minute you plug up one hole, another hole gets punched out, and then that starts springing up water. It's that kind of an energy, and that's where a lot of their energy is going into. Where is that? Yeah, and then I just saw the Emperor at the back of the deck with that. Yeah, and there's a Two of Pentacles. I mean, it could be, you know, business related. You know, this anxious attachment, that clingy energy could be going towards something that has something to do with their literal survival. And then we got Ace of Cups at the back of the deck. They may literally, but this says creation. They may be literally be trying to create something. Maybe create like a... Tell me what direction is this going in? This anxious attachment is them being attached to something else other than this connection that is causing them to make, you know, basically disrespect you and your boundaries and your needs. So what is that? It's not really quite coming through. It is a general reading, so maybe it's just because I'm trying to get death, all right? Again, that's more energy of trying to keep something from going under. You might know what that is, pile one. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but it is something that I feel it's going into something. They're trying to keep something from going under. It doesn't feel like it's the connection with you, but it's definitely impacting the connection, because your person, that's where all their attention and their focus and their energy is going. And it could just be an overall energy, like, you know, when the nervous system is programmed with something, things on the outside could be going fine. But, you know, especially a nervous system that's been impacted by trauma, it's always waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? And so that could just be your person's like shadow or their nervous system literally talking, saying, you know, that's what the clinginess is coming from, a space of wanting to ensure that they're going to survive, that the whatever ship, you know, is in threat of being sunk is not going to sink. This could just be your person always feeling like restless, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. Your person may have been, you know, and a lot of people are, you know, there's a lot of people who's, you know, who's been impacted by trauma, who have not been able to, you know, really heal from it and process it out to the point where their nervous system is actually healed from it, right? So that could be very well what's going on with your person. And somebody that's always in survival mode, they're not going to be able to give, if their sole focus is on being able to survive, to live, to fight another day, they're not going to have a lot left over to give to anything else in their life, you know. Tell me about It's Just a Game to me. Tell me more about that. Now that we got the Knight of Cups in the reverse, in the upright position, what is going on? See, when this was coming up in the reverse position, clarifying, please don't give up on me and don't give up on us, this is giving me energies of them not offering love to you, but possibly offering it to someone else, right? Because now we have the Knight of Cups in the upright position, clarifying it's just a game to me. So it's almost like your person, and I don't know if this is conscious, if they're even aware that they're doing this, but it's like they're withholding their attention, their affection, their cup of love from someone that is deserving of it. And I'm not saying that, you know, everybody else is not deserving of it, but whomever they might be offering their affection and their love and whatever, you know, attention to, they're not even taking it seriously. Like if they are dating, if they're giving their time and their attention and their resources to someone else, they're not even taking it seriously. I'm hearing because they don't really see that person as a threat. Like if that person were to walk away, that person or those people were to walk away or just whatever, your person wouldn't be left feeling stranded or rejected or anything like that. And it could be also too that the charm, those people are still able to be like hypnotized by your person's charm, and maybe you're not, right? That's another message coming through. Because it's like you're seeing past the charm now. That's what they're saying when they're saying, please don't give up on me and don't give up on us. It's like you're seeing right through them. You see right through everything. And so you might see, yeah, that's what I feel like that is. You're seeing very clearly how your person uses charm to get their way with other people, to manipulate other people, to get certain outcomes that they want. You see that. And they haven't changed that part of themselves, because I know we can work through this. We saw that coming through, like, you know, them feeling very confident that they would be able to charm their way back into your good graces, right? But you're seeing past and you're seeing through all of that. Your person knows that too. They know that you're seeing right through all of that. They know you're starting to, I don't know if you have put down a boundary yet. I think if you haven't, pile one, your person senses that it is coming. Because if you had put down a hard boundary, I just heard soft, a soft boundary. Did you put down, you may have put down some kind of a boundary, but maybe it wasn't very hard. Maybe the hard boundary is coming. Like maybe you kind of put your person like on probation or something like that. Like you gave them a warning or a cautionary flag or something like that. It's like if they don't start playing nice or playing right or what the case may be, then that hard boundary is going to be, yeah, this feels like you've given your person some kind of a warning. Otherwise, we would have had this, like, sticking to your boundaries equals mad respect, which I feel like if something happens where they do end up behaving in a way that causes you to finally put down that hard boundary, they will respect you. It's not so much you that they don't respect, it's boundaries. And it's not just you, it's just boundaries of other people in general, okay? Which is very, I mean, I'm not giving anybody a pass for that, but when somebody is triggered, when someone's nervous system is activated into survival mode, like fight or flight, things like that, it's like, what do they call that? It's not no holds barred. It's like all rules and all regulations, everything just goes out the window. You know, that's just, yeah. Tell me more about I'm all in. Being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. Jeez. Tell me more about I'm all in. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. That's why I'm like, what? They're kind of being lazy about it. I am going to say your person does kind of see themselves as a, you know, as like God's gift to the universe, God's gift to the world, God's gift to women, men, whatever the case may be. They do see themselves as that. I feel like your person knows that there's something they're needing to give up, though, in order for that to happen. All in for what? Let me find out what they're talking about. Oh, you see, I don't know. Because there's all these energies that are coming out that are very contradictory to the original, like the original messages. Because now it's full in the reverse. Coming out saying, you know, clarifying I'm all in. That's more energy of like, man, they're not really, right? As long as they don't have to do anything different than what they've been having to do. And that can also be talking about, oh, I see. This is okay. There's a couple of messages coming through because, you know, the Fool in the upright position can talk about taking a leap of faith, right? Going into the great unknown, things of that nature. Your person does have some fear. There is some hesitancy taking that leap of faith. And with the Eight of Pentacles that was coming up in the reverse earlier, that does feel like maybe your person, because the keyword that was on that card was mastery, and it was in the reverse, right? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, with mastery being in the reverse. Your person is saying, and that's what we were kind of picking up over here, your person is pigeonholing themselves when it comes to their capabilities, right? Because I'm all in. That's like they're all in when it comes to like jumping into this connection with both feet, right? Head first, both feet, not one foot in, not one foot out. But there is definitely some fear associated with doing that. And I feel like what that fear is your person feeling like they're not properly equipped to actually do that. They want to do that. They have the desire to do that. And there's hesitancy taking that leap of faith. And then at the back of the deck we have, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. So what I want to know with that one is what's going on with that energy being at the back of the deck? Why is it not stronger? What's going on with that energy? We have We got, let's see, the Five of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Cups in the reverse. But then we got Judgment in the reverse. There is energies here with the Five of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. It's like not only are you the best thing that's ever happened to them, but there's almost like there's no competition. When your person weighs this connection versus maybe other connections they might be participating in or have participated in or whatever the case may be. Oh, I see what that is. Let me find out what's going on with Judgment, because what I was going to say is like they can, when they measure up your guys' connection to other connections, there's no comparison, there's no competition. Your guys' the connection that they have with you like wins out. It shines above all other options, right? But then we have Judgment in the reverse here. Let me find out what direction that's going in with Judgment in the reverse, because this is giving me energies. The reason why you're the best thing that's ever happened to me is showing up at the back of the deck is almost because your person's not allowing themselves to actually see that. But we'll see. Let me see with Judgment at the back, Judgment in the reverse. What's the Judgment in the reverse? Yeah, Queen of Swords in the reverse. So we got the Nine of Wands in the upright position, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Just not being very clear. Yeah, that they got some self-limitation, some programming that is very very persistent. That I don't want to say that they're not 100% aware of the fact that they feel like you're the best thing that's ever happened to them. Like I said, the energy is there. It's showing up at the bottom of the deck. But it's not being highlighted for a reason. And the reason being is whatever that mechanism is, it feels now like it's largely subconscious. There's just something that is almost keeping this fact that you're the best thing that's ever happened to them from really, you know, being shunned, like highlighted in your person's conscious awareness. Something going on in their programming. All right, and we're going to get some messages from them to you. And we're going to close out your reading. If this is resonating, you guys, do me a favor. You can show your appreciation as well as energetically donate to the channel by smashing the like button. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it's resonating. Become part of the family by hitting the subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Okay, you guys, let's see. Let's get 2 more. So your person wants you to know, pile 1, I just heard still. They still find you very attractive. And then their next message is, will you ever make things right? Oh my God. The pompousness that can be in your person's energy. Through the roof. Definitely through the roof. We'll see. And then we have you inspire me. I just heard they do look up to you. They look up to you, which... may be coming through because possibly your person they may not look up to a lot of people. I mean, it's not coming through the strongest energies, but I am picking up on somebody that might have some like narcissistic tendencies. And I know, like, you know, may not have, I'm not picking up on heavy narcissistic energy, but I am picking up on, you know, on some tendencies there. Your messages to pile 1, please. About your thoughts and feelings. Love is a fire. Let's get two more. On a pedestal. Let's get one more. Okay, endings. So, let's see. We have love is a fire. It says you've set their heart on fire in the soul ever burning and unquenchable. It's a natural and undeniable connection. We were picking up on that energy over here. And what's funny is that love is a fire, that kind of wanted to come out not very much in the upright position. It didn't pop out in the reverse position. But it was giving me more of this energy over here where, yes, the energy's there, but it's almost kind of unstable, right? It's there, but it's not solid yet. And then we have on a pedestal, it says you're the queen of their heart, the queen of their fiercely guarded castle. It's only fear that makes them run. Yeah. And then we have endings. It says they entered your life to test you, teach you, and bring out the very best in you. Now their part in your story is over. At the bottom of the deck, we have wishing well. It says there's a lot of excitement in the air. You awakened a new life in them that has them lost in a field of possibilities. Again, that's back of the deck energies, though. You know, yeah, your person is really kind of, I keep, that word pigeonholing keeps coming through. They keep just, they keep playing small, holding themselves back, keeping themselves small. And it's largely coming through pile one that it's due to self-limitation and a lot of self-sabotage. Whether they are aware of it or not, your person is creating a lot of obstacles to happiness, to fulfillment. Because there could very well be, you know, we did see the Tower in the upright position with the Five of Cups in the reverse, which can talk about, you know, the Five of Cups in the upright is loss. Like trying, that's like their nervous system's way of preventing loss. And how, you know, so it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, it's kind of, what do they call that? It's common stuff. When I'm channeling, just things go out of my head. A self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Because they're behaving in ways that's going to cause them to lose you anyway. But the way that your person is seeing it, it's almost like if they were to completely surrender to this connection and go, you know, head first, both feet into this connection, their nervous system is like, well, you know, pile one is just going to end up probably leaving me like so-and-so did, or such and such did, or whatever the case may be. And so without even your person really being aware of the process that's happening unconsciously, it's almost like they're beating you to the punch. Because yeah, they may lose you and lose a connection, but at least they were the ones that rejected you instead of the other way around. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to the logical mind, to the common sense, to the awakened mind, but to the nervous system it makes a lot of sense. The nervous system is only cares about survival, only cares about, you know, mitigating pain. And so your person's nervous system is like, okay, it pretty much believes that it's gonna lose you anyway. Your person's nervous system, right? This is how I'm hearing it, like it's processed. And so it's mitigating, like it's picking the lesser of two evils. What would hurt more is you leaving them. And that's pretty much the way your person's nervous system is looking at things. Like you're going to abandon them, you're going to leave them, you're going to see them for who they really are, you know, behind the charm and all that stuff. You're going to really see them, and then you're going to end up, you know, leaving them, and they're going to end up losing you. And so it's like, it's painful either way to lose you in the connection, but it's less painful if your person is the one to do it. I hope that makes sense. All right, you guys. We're going to end your reading there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, Pile 1. Pile 2, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We are doing another Pick a Card Love reading. We are channeling your person's thoughts and feelings. towards you and towards the connection. So just keep in mind, you guys, it's general. So whatever resonates, take it. If something doesn't resonate, just drop it, leave it behind. For whomever it does resonate, I do have personal readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. I have this reading available, your person's thoughts and feelings towards you, for $25. Go check it out if you would like for me to tap exclusively into your person's energy and channel that for you. There's also a lot of other $25 readings available in the specific person category. Okay, you guys, so we're going to get right into your reading. You guys were drawn to the Smokey Quartz Seer Stone. I'll put it back over here. The Smokey Quartz Seer Stone. Let's get your person's overall energy. We got perfect harmony showing up. The number 11. Ooh, nice. That's like soulmate twin flame energy. We'll see what comes out. Definitely soulmate energy coming out with perfect harmony. We'll see if twin flame energy actually makes its way known here. We'll see. We also have this one here. This oracle card is from the deck called Shadow Love Tea, which is a relationship oracle deck. And so it may or may not resonate, but we'll see how it ties in, because what came up is a smothering. So it says a significant other's parent goes overboard and crosses the line constantly in the connection and puts their 2 cents in. So this card could just be, you know, it could just be maybe confirmation that this is your, you know, you're reading about you and your person. If your person tends to be kind of like a, you know, a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, or just, you know, that kind of a dynamic, you know, whatever the case may be. But we'll see. But what we're going to find out is what Imperfect Harmony has to say. Key concepts for Imperfect Harmony says togetherness, healthy and harmonious partnerships, commitment to a relationship, collaboration with others, interdependence, as opposed to what, like, independence. So yeah, there might be something, there could be some kind, there might be another connection, whether it's one with a parental figure or not, that might be influencing this connection. This might be alluding to some kind of a third party. We'll see. It says you're entering a time of healthy, harmonious partnerships. Collaboration is key here, as you're invited to explore the potential inherent in making a commitment to another person, a group, or even yourself. Know that you're bringing different gifts to the table. You don't have to be an exact lockstep with everyone else. Being your authentic self actually brings you into alignment with others. You are a note in a harmony that neither overpowers nor is overpowered by any other. Your beautiful interdependence allows you all to shine. This feels like maybe your person trying to figure out a way to, like, maybe bring you into the world, or a way to, yeah, that's largely what it feels like. We'll see. The book goes on to say, just keep an eye out for a sign that your subconscious, which has been conditioned by your previous hurts and experiences, is working in a way not in accord with what your healthy self intends. For example, you may desire a relationship but expect to be betrayed, so you can unconsciously sabotage it. You say you want to lose weight but continue to eat compulsively and avoid exercise. In these moments, you are not attuned with yourself, and this disharmony spills out into all other parts of your life. If this is happening, you might want to take a hard look at yourself, do a self-inventory, figure of yourself, and then start singing a new song of self-love and acceptance. What's really great about this is how quickly you are now able to turn this around. Have no fear. It is so easy to get back in tune. All it takes is self-honesty and a willingness to heal. You can do it. This really is a fortunate time. Let me see what direction this is going. I am picking up energies of your person wanting to keep the peace, but I do feel like there may be, I don't know if it's going to be in detriment to this connection. We'll see. Let me find out. I feel like your person is trying to figure out some kind of a balancing act, though, that involves you and a third party. Whether a third, I don't know at this point if a third party is romantic, if it's a third party is like maybe fitting you into like their family dynamic, you know, like their mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever the case may be. We'll see. Friend group. Pile 2's person, your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2 and the connection. I'm stalling to avoid taking action. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2 and the connection, strictly sexual. Huh. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2 and the connection. Do we have to get married though? So your person has a problem with commitment when it comes to definitely marriage, okay? Not wanting to make it official in terms of marriage. Now we'll see if they have a problem with just commitment overall in general or if it's just marriage. Let's see. I'm just having fun here, nothing serious. Let's get 2 more and I'll tell you what I'm already picking up on. Okay, so this came out sideways. Let me get one more. And it says, on one side it says, I want the same things as you. And then on the other side it says, we want different things. Let me get one more. I'm definitely picking up on a balancing act your person is doing here. And it feels like, let me get one more. There's no one else. Huh. At the bottom of the deck it says making moving slow but making progress. Let me find out what's going on with I'm stalling to avoid taking action. Tell me more. I'm stalling to avoid taking action. Yeah, Emperor in the reverse. The Emperor in the upright position is somebody that takes their responsibilities very seriously. They devote time, resources, effort, energy into whatever it is they make those commitments to. You know, this feels like this person, let me see what the third party actually is. We do have mothering here, basically. So, I mean, this could literally be, you know, your person's mom. It could also be if your person has kids. This could be the parent of their kids, the mother of their child specifically, for those of you where that resonates, right? And them trying, there's some kind of a balancing act between showing up for you versus showing up for that person. Give me... what's going on with this smothering down here? Tell me more about that. Because I feel like they're not in the Emperor upright position towards you and towards this connection because they are towards someone else. Their responsibilities are going largely towards another connection, basically. Tell me more about smothering over here. Yeah, it's a connection that there's still... okay, so it's this connection over here that most of their responsibilities are going to is definitely a connection that has seen better days. It's very strained. maybe a lot of fights, a lot of battles, but your person has not given up on that connection, okay? Whatever this other is, this feels like a third party reading. It's not largely coming through at this point whether or not that third party is romantic or not. Maybe you guys are probably know that either way. We'll see what else comes through in the reading, but we do have there's no one else over here, so let me find out what's going on with that. I mean, a third party could also be something that, dedication or loyalty to their business or their finances. So it could be something like that. I mean, it is a general reading, so you got to put it where it resonates. But tell me about there's no one else. Okay. If this is involving somebody that they used to be married to or they're separated from or whatever the case may be, yeah, there's no feeling there. The connection itself is still there, but there's not like any kind of a romantic bond or anything like that. Okay. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could be a possible Pisces. For a lot of you, this feels like an ex to your person, okay? There's not any, and then we got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse position at the bottom of the deck. It's this connection, the connection that I'm just going to call them their ex. If you know for sure it's not an ex and it's like a family member or something like that, just put it in the context of what's resonating for you. But what's overall coming up in the general collective is that your person is still dealing with an ex, okay? And it may be because they have kids with that ex. And that is why, for some reason, the connection with the ex, I don't know if the ex is spiteful. I don't know if they're causing a lot of problems, if they're just very kind of clingy and needy on your person's energy, resources, or whatever the case may be. Like co-parenting, there's a large co-parenting thing coming up here, and that's where a lot of their, that's where their responsibility is going towards. Let me find out what's going on with I want the same as you, but it's like we want different things. There may be some aspects that you guys agree on and then some things that you don't, okay? So let's find out. Clarify I want the same things as you. What are those things? What keeps coming out, pile 2, is your person is just trying to find a balance, which is letting me know that they're not wanting necessarily to let you go. They're not wanting to give up this connection, but they're trying to figure out how to make everything work, right? And so I'm not seeing yet, like right now, they're wanting to keep things strictly sexual or just, in that realm, maybe more casual, whatever the case may be. But do we have to get married though? So there is kind of a thing where your person is like, they don't mind making it a little bit more committed, a little bit more exclusive, or whatever the case may be, because they are saying there's no one else. That's your person's energy coming through and saying like they don't want the ex. They don't even have, eyes towards anyone else. It's not that they're looking for anyone else or anything like that, but there's something else, this other connection with the ex, a co-parenting situation for a lot of you, that has the potential to cause a lot of chaos and drama. It could be even causing chaos and drama in your person's life, especially if that ex has problems with your person moving on romantically with someone else, okay? I want the same things as you. Tell me more about that. Okay, Seven of Cups in the reverse and the Five of Wands. Yeah, so I mean, your person is not opposed, pile 2, to being more exclusive, having more of an exclusive energy with you, right? What they don't want to mess with right now, though, is like something like they don't mind dating you exclusively, having something that is strictly sexually, like that is sexually exclusive with you. They don't mind that. But for some reason it's like, and it probably has a lot to do with the ex, right? Especially if they are still, they might be legal, they might be separated. Like this would be if your person was married, they're legally separated but they're not yet divorced, you know, they're, and it could be either way. Like your person is just like not wanting to get married, like they don't mind dating you exclusively, having something with you sexually exclusively, maybe even calling you their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their significant other, but it's like, I don't want to go down the route of getting married, right? That's just the energy that they're in right now. And for a lot of you, it could also be like they're not wanting right now to even move in together. They don't want to live together. There's something about blending worlds here that your person is having a hard time. They're having a hard time seeing that there would be any kind of a smooth transition. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with you know, the person they're co-parenting with, your person's ex, okay? Yeah, conflict with the Five of Swords just jumping out. A lot of conflict, drama. Your person is trying to figure out how to balance, how to, you know, mitigate, how to neutralize. And with we want different things, I feel like that's what it is. Like you might, like you guys want the same things in terms of exclusivity. Like you only want to date each other exclusively. You only want to be romantically and sexually exclusive with each other. I feel like your person doesn't mind that. They're fine with that. Where you guys are differing in what you're wanting though is taking things beyond that even. Like you might want to like move in together and get married and make it official and blah, 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 blah. Because I feel like your person doesn't even mind, because I can see them weighing things like, okay, how do I introduce pile 2 into my world, right? And they keep getting stuck at how this co-parenting situation, how the ex is going to take everything. I'm not even picking up where your person, like your person, they don't mind you meeting their friends and their family. It's not even that, or even being public, but what they're trying to figure out is how to kind of introduce you into the world in a way that is not going to basically upset the hornet's nest, if you catch my drift. Tell me about I'm just having fun here, nothing serious. Ooh. We got the devil coming out. That's actually really serious energy. Let me see which direction that's going. That could just be talking about, you know, carnal, like the carnal pleasures, right? Carnal meaning like the physical, sexual intimacy. They really enjoy the sex if you guys have gone there. Okay, pile 2. Very much. They very much enjoy the sex if you guys have gone there. The physical intimacy, the physical touch between the two of you. There is still, it's almost like though, it's funny because we do have the 9 of Swords coming out, which is anxiety, which is not a lot of fun, right? So I feel in what just came through, that's, they're kind of trying to keep things in this strictly sexual, just having fun here, you know, whatever. But there is a draw that they feel towards you. Your person feels very magnetized towards you. And it does, it causes them some anxiety, because what's coming through pile 2, and I don't know how much time you are or are not spending with your person, whatever it is, with that devil energy coming through, the fun that they feel, the fun that they have with you, like the pleasurable feelings that they have with you are very, very intense, very magnetizing. And that's more, okay, yeah. So we do have some twin flame energies coming out here, whether, you know, that's something that you subscribe to or not. for me as a reader, when twin flame energy comes out, I see that as very intense. This is energies that have not been experienced in other connections to date, right? So your person feels things in this connection with you, and they're highlighting it's sexually. There's something sexually between the two of you that they experience. There's some kind of an experience that they have with you sexually that they've never had with anyone else, right? And it can be, your person may even be somewhat addicted to it with that devil energy coming out. That's Capricorn energy for those of you where that matters. Tell me more about moving slow but making progress. Moving slow but making progress. Yeah, your person, believe it or not, pile 2, because we got the 3 of Swords. They actually want to move a lot faster than what they've been able to move in this connection. Okay, the progress, like it's almost, for your person, it's almost like they're almost heartbroken over the fact that the two of you are having to move so slow, you know, but they are trying to look on the brighter side of things, like at least we are making progress, but they wish they can move a lot faster with things. So yeah, I am picking up with your person where if they could spend more time with you, they would. If they could spend every day with you, they would. But there's something going on over in the wings with your person and an ex and or a co-parenting situation where if they were to dive into this connection in that way and be with you every day, you know, have that kind of a connection with you, it would probably piss somebody off and it would cause a lot of drama. Okay. Yeah, so we got the Chariot in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, so they don't. Very, very slow moving progress, and it does. Your person, you know, this is heartbroken. Your person actually does not like that they have to move so slow with you. I'm hearing them literally say, if they could spend every day, or at least more time than what you're spending now, if they could spend more time with you, they would. They want to, okay? But there's something going on in the background. And then we got the Ace of Wands showing itself at the back of the deck, like rabbits, your person is saying, okay? If they could have sex with you every day, they would. It's like, I'm hearing your person say, y'all would be screwing like rabbits. Anyway, okay, now we're gonna find out, get some messages directly from them to you, and then we're gonna close out your reading. Pile 2, if this is resonating, you can show your appreciation as well as energetically donate to the channel by smashing that like button. Comment below, let me know that you picked this pile, let me know how it's resonating. Become part of the family by hitting the subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Pile 2's person, what do you want to say to pile 2? Let's get one more. I'm recovering. I need security. I'll see what that's talking about. I need securities in the reverse though. Let's see. Let's get one more. Things may be really ugly over there with that ex or, you know, that co-parenting situation. There may be a lot of vindictiveness over there that might be causing your person to constantly kind of, you know, get stressed out and anxiety ridden and stuff. And so we do have I am recovering. But I mean, that could be literally, your person could be recovering from, you know, an ailment or an illness or just whatever the case may be. We'll find out. And then at the back of the deck, it says, I hide my feelings. The other message, it says, I don't know what comes next, but that's showing up in the reverse. That's giving me energies of your person projecting. What are you projecting? Because it's like they know exactly what comes next with that in the reverse. What's that about? I just heard them say, I know exactly how this is going to go. I feel like that's, yeah, they're talking to you about what's going on with whomever that person is, the ex or the person that they're co-parenting with. They're projecting drama and chaos and conflict that they're not wanting to bring into your guys' connection. Why is I need security in the reverse? Tell me more about that. Seven of Wands coming out, clarifying I need security in the reverse. They don't have it. Oh, okay. They don't have security. That feels like it might literally have something to do with their finances, though. What's also coming through, pile 2, is that they do actually feel very secure in this connection. That's not even a worry about that. That might be why we have I don't know what comes next in the reverse, is because your person does feel in your guys' connection, their messages to you is that they feel very secure in the connection. They don't need security with you because they already have it. They are already experiencing it. That would be your person saying, basically, pile 2, that they know and they feel that you are a very safe space for them. They don't worry. You don't cause them too much like worry and anxiety and stuff like that. They know that you're solid, right? They know that you're not talking to anybody else, or they know when it comes to stuff like that, they know that you're able to maintain your faithfulness and your loyalty. They just know that. Let's see what I'm recovering. What's that? Work, a lot of work. 8 of Pentacles. Your person's work. Possibly, you know, if they are, you know, co-parenting with someone else, this could be talking about child support, right? Having to work a lot to maintain not only their household, but maybe somebody else's household. This could also, you know, whether, if it's not like a child support kind of thing, it just your person working because they have a lot of debts they need to pay. Maybe there's a lot of, they've got more bills than they have money. It's just your person's recovering because they're working a lot, okay? A lot. Yeah, with Strength at the bottom of the deck, that's your person just kind of tunnel vision. There's something about a debt, okay? It could be all of the above. It could be child support, it could be alimony, it could be just your person having way too many bills and not enough money and having to catch up and stuff like that. Okay. We're gonna get 3 more cards from messengers of the heart, and then we will call it a day, you guys. Your messages to pile 2. So we have the fight. It says their inner warrior is being activated. They're getting ready to fight for you and overcome their fears of love. Let's see. Let me get 2 more. On a pedestal. All right, so your person's message to you here, pile 2, says you're the queen of their heart. To the queen of their fiercely guarded castle, it's only fear that makes them run. And then we have justice, okay? That's that balancing act. It says they're trying to do the right thing by offering you something more solid and giving it careful consideration. Yeah, and this is more that balancing act I feel like they're doing. They're trying to figure out how to incorporate you more into their world, pile 2, but in a way that's not going to just like completely disturb the hornet's nest, is what I keep hearing. Your person does not want to let you go. They don't want to drop this connection. They're trying to figure out a way to merge your guys' worlds together. Okay, that's where their focus is at. So if you're feeling, pile 2, like you're being neglected, like your person could be giving more, your person's coming through and saying yes, they get why you feel that way. It's not that they're neglecting you. There's a lot of preemptive behaviors going on. There's something about bringing you into their world fully that could activate a lot of arguments in another connection, where it might cause disharmony in your guys' connection. Maybe not between you and your person, but there might be some, you know, some very psychotic tendencies going on. And I'm not saying like literally like, you know, the ex is literally psycho, but I mean, I am picking up energies where your person is afraid of some kind of retaliation from the ex and or whatever co-parenting. For some of you, what's coming through is your person's afraid that you know, the ex seeing your person move on with you, or just move on in general. You know, the kids, if there's kids involved, being withheld from them. Okay, there's some kind of retaliation your person is trying to avoid by, you know, trying to avoid. They're still trying to figure that out. Okay, you guys. Let me find out what's going on with this inner fight here. Because again, that part says their inner warrior is being activated. They're getting ready to fight for you and overcome their fears of love. That's your person saying, pile 2, like, they might just be like, F it, right? And, like, you know, that whoever the ex or in the co-parenting situation, that person be damned. You know, I'm feeling like your person might be getting tired of holding back their own happiness just to try to keep the peace with the belligerent, mean-spirited. Belligerent, mean-spirited. For some of you, that person may be narcissistic, not your person, but your person's ex, or heavy narcissistic tendencies. Revengeful, very vengeful personality, okay? They're getting ready to say F it, and that person be damned. Like, your person is tired of holding themselves back from what they know would make them very happy, just to keep this other person over here appeased. They're getting tired of that. Okay, it's saying here their inner warrior is being activated. It's not their fear of love that's holding them back from this connection. It's the fear of retaliation from the other party. All right, you guys. All right, yeah. With death just popped out, it just jumped out of the deck. Like, yeah, they're done with that. I feel like your person, pile 2, is really starting to realize, like, you know, they're just going to have to do it. They're going to have to pull off the Band-Aid, and they're just going to have to do it, because I think your person is starting to recognize that it's not anything, like, if it's not now, you know, you see, it's like they're having to face it. Your person may have been hoping that maybe given some time, the ex would maybe just move on, get over it, get over your person, get over things ending and blah, 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 you know. And it doesn't seem, your person is realizing that that's just not what's happening, because it's not anything about, you know, a health, because, you know, like, healthy dynamics, when healthy people uncouple, yeah, you know, in the grieving process, there might be a lot of, you know, whatever. When you're grieving, anger is part of the grieving process, but once you fully grieve, the anger goes away. Your person is understanding. It's like, okay, that anger is not coming from grief. The anger from the ex, right, is not coming from grief over, you know, something ending. It's coming from almost a place of possessiveness. And so your person is understanding and realizing, like, you know, their ex had enough time to move on. They might have even moved on with someone else, not your person, but the ex, right? And yet the ex is still acting very angry and possessive over your person. And so they're really starting to reach this point where it's like, okay, that anger has nothing to do with grief. It has everything to do with just wanting to control me, wanting to, like, you know, they don't want me, but they also don't want me with anyone else, and they're tired of that, right? So, yeah, I'm picking up some full energy here, too, with your person getting ready to finally take a leap of faith with you guys in this connection and just say F it, right? The ex, the third party be damned. I'm going to pursue my happiness with pile 2. All right, you guys, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card live reading. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 3, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We are doing another Pick a Card love reading. We are channeling your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and towards the connection at this time. Okay, so just keep in mind it's general. Whatever resonates, take it, run with it. Do whatever you want. If something isn't resonating, though, just drop it and leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. I do have personal readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. Just check the description box below. There's a lot of $25 readings available in a specific person category, including this one. You can get a $25 reading of your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and towards a connection. Won't be quite as long as this pick a card reading, but yeah, you get the gist. You get the idea of exactly how your person, what they think and how they feel towards you, okay, excluding everybody else's energy. All right, you guys, let's see, pile 3. You guys were drawn to the Rose Quartz Seer Stone. I'll put that back in its place. Your person's overall energy, pile 3. We got pile 3. And we got shining through, okay? The number 30 might be significant. Oh, wow. You guys, check out angel number 3033, okay? Because this other card down here says 33. So angel number 3033. See what that might, there might be a message there specifically about your person and this connection. So this other card down here, that's from the Oracle deck called Shadow Love Tea Relationship Oracle deck. It says Poker Face. It says does not reveal feelings or emotions or their true intentions, and it says guessing game. But we do have Shining Through up here. So let's see what Shining Through says. And then my phone just lit up at 11:11. There's something about angel numbers and synchronicities and signs, okay, when it comes to this connection. Literally, I just got a message at 11:11, and it was a friend of mine heart reacting to my last message. So what's coming through pile 3 is like your person may have some kind of a poker face on when it comes to like their feelings and their thoughts when it comes to you and the connection, but it's the feelings might be so strong, it's like they shine through. Whatever those feelings are, we're going to find out, okay? Shining Through, the book says, see, key concepts are self-expression without filters or masks. Okay, yeah, so self-expression without filters or masks, authentic communication, being proud of who you are, shining in the world, refusing to make yourself small just to belong. So it says you're being called to step into your true power and essence. This is one of those times when you're required to bring everything you are, everything that you've learned, experienced, and integrated, and offer it up in service to the world. So I'm going to say instead of the world, to like you into this connection. When you take center stage, you will be noticed. Yes, as you shine brightly, you will naturally stand apart from others. This idea may bring up excitement and genuine pride or discomfort, but this is not the time to make yourself small to avoid the glare of the spotlight and potential punishment by others. It takes courage, but know that this is the right thing for you today. You've come so far. You've been in the proverbial back of the room in learning and gathering mode for so long, and this important time has served its purpose. You must now step into a new consciousness, seizing a new opportunity to share your wisdom. You will be a lighthouse shining through the dark, illuminating the way for others. Be careful of the voices in your head that say you can't, or you don't know enough, or who are you to shine? The better question is, who are you not to shine? All you are and all you have become is by the grace of the divine. Now is your duty to share your gifts and celebrate this. So I'm seeing like, okay, so there's what's coming through pile 3 is there's a lot more to your person's thoughts and feelings to what they have been allowing to be expressed than what they've been expressing. Your person has been wearing a mask, and they have been giving you kind of like a poker face when it comes to their thoughts and feelings towards this connection. And I feel like they've been there enough to where those thoughts and feelings have, you know, peeked through. You've caught them. They may have even expressed those true thoughts and feelings from time to time. And these are feelings of like, you know, affection, deeper thought. You know, your person has, it feels like they may have a problem with intimacy, vulnerability, okay? Not physical, sexual intimacy, but like emotional intimacy, opening up their hearts, letting you in. They've been definitely playing small when it comes to their thoughts and their feelings in this connection. Holding back is something else that's been coming through. They very much have been holding back. Let's find out. Pile three's person, your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile three. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Pile three, your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile three. Amazing chemistry. So your person, when they think about you in the connection pile three, they think about how easily the two of you just get along. How easily you guys just, like, the energies, the exchanges between the two of you are just so effortless and natural. You guys flow so well together. Your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile three. Yeah. It says, I refuse to fall in love and catch feelings, period. And then right next to it, it says, these skeletons are staying in my closet. I told you they have a difficult time really opening up themselves. Vulnerability. They have a problem with vulnerability. Give me three more for pile, your thoughts and feelings. We will be together again. So if you guys are in any kind of separation or you haven't heard from them for a while, this is them coming through letting you know. It's not over. You are going to hear from them again. I just heard very soon for some of you. Very soon. You're going to hear from them very soon. Give me two more. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile. And that's funny because we will be together again is coming up right underneath amazing chemistry. So it's almost like, of course you're going to hear from them again. Why wouldn't you? Right? Why would they? Why would they not, reach out to you or want to see you again and stuff like that? Give me two more. Your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile. This card that came out, it said, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Like, oh my gosh, it just did this weird acrobatic thing in the air. So I want to see what's going on with that one. Give me one more. Your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile three. I moved on. Okay. Oh, and then at the back of the deck, it says there's someone else, but that's not the strongest of energies. And so if they have moved on or they are seeing someone else, it's not anything having to do with, it's not that person. They didn't move on because what they have with that person is just off the charts, right? That's not it. It's something else. And I just heard if they are with someone else, the mask, that could be why they have the mask on for a lot of you. They can't tell you what they think and how they feel towards you because there's someone else in the wings. They're dealing with someone else. Let's see. Tell me about I refuse to fall in love and catch feelings, period. I don't know if this is just specifically towards you. Yeah, no, it's not just towards you. This is all, yeah, because that's being clarified by the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. Your person is just somebody that thrives with keeping options open. Just know that. If you know that your person is out there seeing someone else, if they're in a commitment with someone else, they're in the same energy, with that other person in terms of like, not really opening up with that person. We'll find out what some of these skeletons in the closet is. Let me find out what's going on with... Oh, and you know what? Looking at these two, the 10 of Wands and the set, they actually go to almost like great lengths. They keep themselves very distracted because they do have a problem with falling in love. This is your person working very hard at distractions, at doing anything and everything they can from allowing themselves to get too hyper attached to any one person. Okay, they don't want to fall. And yeah, this is why we have here we can have I refuse to fall in love and catch feelings, period. And this says I love you, but I'm not in love with you. That was very strategic, okay? If your person ducked out on this connection, if they ghosted you, if they left, if they that was very strategic. They did that on purpose. They don't stay in connections very long, pile 3, with people, especially with people that they feel like they have amazing chemistry with, okay? That's why. If your person ducked out and left you and now they're like with someone else, it's because they you know, most of us, we love having amazing chemistry with someone, right? We want to be in that person's presence. But when you have somebody that is, for whatever reason, very afraid of catching feelings for someone and falling in love, they actually see having amazing chemistry with someone as a threat. And so it's like, oh no, I'm actually really liking pile 3. That pile 3, you know, we get along really well. Like, I could actually see a future with pile 3, and that's a big no-no for your person, okay, pile 3. And so that's what they did. There's something about these skeletons are staying in the closet. We'll look at that. That's what that is. Yeah, so, you know, the I love you, but I'm not in love with you, that it was so weird the way that card came out, because it literally, like, oh, that's what that was. Oh my God. We had the 10 of Wands coming out with the 7 of Cups, right? Which was like a person working really hard to make sure that they don't fall in love. And then down here, we had this card like jumping through hoops and flipping out all over the place. And it's like that, it was going through a lot to get, right? And that's just more of your person's energy. Like they jump through hoops, you know, they go to great lengths to make sure that they don't fall in love. Your person is, there's something going on with your person and falling in love that they just absolutely refuse to do, okay? So much so that it's like, if they get with someone like you that they felt they had amazing chemistry with, I'm picking up on energies where the two of you could talk for hours, you had a lot in common, and it was like something like things may have been flowing really well, and then all of a sudden your person was like, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, you know, these are those feelings that I'm not supposed to be feeling. I don't want to feel these feelings. I don't want to, you know, get attached. I don't know. So they went to great lengths, and they go to great lengths to make sure that they don't get hyper attached to somebody. And that's why, you know, they ducked out on you. They left you for someone else. It was because they were falling in love, or they were starting to feel those very familiar feelings like, oh, you know, no, I don't want to go down that road again, okay? Let's look at these skeletons are staying in my closet. I will say that your person is having a hard time. They do have a hard time not being around you, because it does have here, we will be together again. And so that's very indicative of somebody spinning the block, right? This is indicative of somebody who may have left you and left the connection, but they never had the intention of staying gone for too long. What they're doing, if they are dating or they're out with someone else, or they might even be, you know, in a committed relationship with someone else, that's their way of like deactivating, right? For those of you that don't know what deactivating is, just go check out like insecure attachment styles. Typically avoidance, dismissive avoidance, fearful avoidance, you know, when they want to put emotional distance between them and someone else, they will instantly go into deactivating mode. And a lot of the times it's not conscious. Your person doesn't understand and realize that's what's going on, right? But that's just for you guys to know, in case, you know, because until we know and realize that that's what's going on, we can take a lot of this stuff personally. Like, what did I do wrong? I thought things were going really well, right? No, that it had nothing to do with you. In fact, your person was vibing with you so hard, pile 3, it scared them, okay? Like, excuse my language, but your person was fucking with you real hard, right? They were vibing with you real hard. And then that's when the alarm bells and the whistles are going off, and, you know, the what do they call that? There's some kind of an alarm or siren that goes out, like, you know, an air raid or an airstrike. It's like, abandon now, abandon. They went towards someone else. Very possibly, because what I was picking up on is this, whoever this someone else might be, they're not a threat to your person. Your person's like, this is comfortable in terms of like, I don't really vibe that well with it. I don't really, you know, I mean, the person that your person is with right now, pile 3, if they are sharing company with someone else, if whether it's multiple third parties or one specific person, your person does not vibe with that person the way that they did with you. And so your person is like, they don't really care about being with these other people, because if those other people want to leave and take off, that's fine. Your person's like, I wasn't really fucking with you that hard anyway, right? With you, it was different though. All right, they stood something to lose with you. Yeah, and so when it comes over here to I've moved on, I feel like that's what that is. But let me do some more digging on that one. I've moved on. No, actually, I want to see what the skeletons are staying in my closet. I may have already picked up and channeled that through, but we'll see what the cards have to say. We got the Lovers in the reverse. Is this conscious? Let me. I'm thinking out loud. Pile 3. I'm wondering out loud. Is this conscious? Does pile 3's person know they're doing this? No. I just heard no. Okay. And there's the Empress. Who's the Empress? Okay. Two things are coming out here. Okay, so the skeletons that are in your person's quote-unquote closet, you know, I could probably change that to like the skeletons are staying in their nervous system. This is a lot of this is going on beneath your person's conscious awareness. They don't know that they're doing this, okay, or why they're doing this. They sabotage, or I should say they move towards connections with people that don't hit their soul, okay? That's what they prefer. They prefer those kinds of connections. They don't go very deep. They're very surface level. There's just, you know, there's not even much. There might be some kind of a connection, but there's not a bond, okay? That's where they prefer. That's where their nervous system feels safe. It could be because of a mother figure, or it could be because like the mother of their children. Is this in regards to pile 3, the Empress and the full moon? For many of you, it's not. Okay, this could be a past person in their life. They're still stuck on, okay, for some of you it is, and for some of you it's not, okay? If you are your person's ex and they are actively in a relationship with someone else, some of this has a lot to do with you, right? There's something going on in your person's nervous system. There's some kind of an experience that they had with you that their nervous system clocked, and they're like, okay, I'm not going there again. You know, I had an intense bond. I've experienced soulmate energy and it didn't work out. So I'm going to go towards someone where there is no soulmate energy and there is no intense bond. It's just safer in that space. It's basically your person saying, if you know, whomever I'm with, if there's no intense bond, there's no real connection, or at least soul level connection, and that person leaves or it doesn't work out, big fucking whoop, right? That's what your person is basically saying, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. But yeah, so with the full moon here, your person is aware that whomever this past connection is, because we got the Eight of Swords in the upright position with the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is a past relationship that did not work out with your person. And whoever this Empress is, could be the mother of their child or parent of their child, could even be a mother, right? But it is somebody that was your person's everything at one point in time. It was someone that they did have amazing chemistry with, a soul level bond with. They did feel soulmate bond type of energy with, and it didn't work out. Your person is aware of that though. With the full moon here, that is a conscious connection your person is making. Okay, there is some conscious awareness of the impact that this person has had on like, yeah, they are very conscious of that. I'm going to say for a lot of you, yeah, I mean, there are some things running below the surface, but since we do have the full moon, which talks about illumination, right? There's nothing hidden there. Clarifying the Empress, your person, there is some conscious awareness that your person is actually making some conscious decisions like, yeah, no, I like this person too much. I'm vibing hard with this person too much. The last time I vibed this hard with someone, I got my heart broken, dreams shattered, lost everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going there again. There is actually some very conscious energies in that. Like your person, that is in their conscious mind, okay? So, I mean, if that's your experience, pile 3, just know that that's what was happening. Your person ditched you or ditched this connection to go be in a connection with someone where their nervous system's not equating loss with it, right? Or a threat with it. Tell me more about we will be together again. That's a lot. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take a... Yeah, Ace of Cups. They're coming back around. Yep, new beginnings. But there's always a... I'm wanting to cuss a lot. Does your person cuss a lot, pile 3? Because I hadn't cussed in any of the other 2 piles, but your person must cuss a lot because I want to cuss a lot in this reading. There's always that caveat, right? Because we got the Ace of Cups, which is like a new beginning. It's like double on the new beginning. Your person's wanting to spin the ball, wanting to spin the block for another try, a second chance, or however many chances. But we have the Hierophant in the reverse, right? They're not coming in with anything committed. They're not coming back in. Let me see. Hierophant. They're not going to let you know that, okay? With the Hierophant in the reverse being clarified by the moon, they're not going to let you know that. They actually have a fear with that. They have a fear when it comes to like real serious, solid, committed connections, like it's just you and me, kid, that kind of a thing. There's still a fear with that, okay? So this feels like when, okay, not if, pile 3, but when your person spins the block again, this has not been resolved. They're not coming back regardless of what they say. I'm telling you what their energy is. Regardless of what they say, they're not coming back with any kind of a real committed offer in hand, okay? And if they tell you that they are, be very careful and make sure you set up some very strong boundaries. Because, you know, I'm putting on my bestie hat, my auntie, you know, Mama Michelle hat, and just telling you, I don't want you to end up disappointed and you know, further exasperating the wounding that may be caused by this person going in and out of this connection all the time. They're still afraid of having something really solid and committed. Now, I will say, I'm picking up on energies like they get too far away from you for a certain period of time and they do start to miss you. They do miss what it feels like to be really closely bonded to somebody. They actually miss that. They miss having amazing chemistry and there's things just flowing so effortlessly, and you know, they miss that. And at the same time, they're very scared of it, okay? And so they'll come back. I'm not saying the intentions aren't there at that time when they're coming back, but then that fear is still embedded there. So that's at some point that switch is going to flip and they're going to bolt off and try and find again someone else that they don't have those kinds of bonds and connections with, because to them those kinds of bonds and connections, the ones that don't exist, right, are safer. Right? Your person does not feel safe feeling so tightly bonded and deeply connected and hyper attached to somebody. They don't. Okay. Now, whether they are aware of that or not, maybe not, right? Maybe not. Let's see. I moved on. Let's clarify that. Tell me more about I moved on. they didn't go very far. Then moving on, pile one is all self-centered. It has nothing to do with a third party. Not, there may be it's very likely there are or is third parties or a specific third party involved somewhere here. But then moving on has nothing to do with that, okay? I moved on is being clarified by the Hermit. Which is, it says they retreated. They didn't move on with the third party because of the third party. They moved on. That was their way of putting distance between the two of you because you were getting too close. They were getting too attached. They were liking it too much. They were wanting it too much. They were thinking about you too much, right? Yeah, it's not them moving on. They haven't, it's almost like they're forcing themselves to move on by putting distance, emotional distance between the two of you. Let's see. There's that. Holy effing crap, you guys. This is why they retreated away from you, because the energy that they have with you is it's the exact same as what they were feeling towards that person that caused this whole thing in the first place. Like I said, this could literally be you. This could be you if you had an extensive history with your person and now y'all are exes and blah, blah, blah. If not, right? The energy that they feel with you is the exact same as what they felt with someone else. And that's why they're killing it. They're killing the vibe. They're killing the vibe between you. They're doing what they can to put a distance between you, because the last time they felt this energy with someone else, they got their heart broken into a million little pieces. And that's their nervous system's way of being like, nope, not doing that again. Let's go over here and play over here in the shallow end where, your person knows how to swim. And at the same time, it's like, no, they want to be in the little paddle pool, right? With someone that yeah, they might have some same interests, but there's not attachment there. There's not that really thick bond there. It's not the same. Okay. Whew. All right, let's see. And now we're going to get some messages from them to you. If this is resonating, if you guys will take a moment, smash the like button. It's a wonderful way to show your appreciation as well as energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it's resonating. Become part of the family by hitting the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Pile 3's person. What do you want pile 3 to know? What do you want, pile? Will you ever make things right? I'm going to clarify that because I don't know what that means. Pile 3's person, what messages do you want for pile 3? What do you want to say to pile 3? Pile 3's person. Okay, so this says I would do it all again. So your person is letting you know, pile 3, there's no regrets. They don't regret meeting you. They don't regret, feeling the things that they feel with you, but it did kind of come out in a very neutralized position. So they're even a little bit wonky in that energy, a little bit wary, okay? What I'm hearing is that, no, they don't regret you in the connection, but having met you has kind of put a damper on their life in terms of before they met you, pile 3, I feel like your person was able to put the past that they had with someone else back where, right? There is some elements to your guys' connection too that weren't necessarily there with the past person, to where your person is feeling like, oh shit, maybe this is it, right? Your person may have been cheated on. There may have been some lies there, with that past person or whatever the case may be. For those of you where that does not resonate, what is coming through is there's something about this connection that kind of put a damper on things. Like your person is kind of feeling like, before they met you, they were just kind of cruising through life and just you know, they kind of made peace with maybe the fact that they would never, you know, have or feel that kind of a connection with someone else again. And then they met you. And there are certain aspects to your guys' connection that is unrivaled by anybody, even that past person, if it is somebody that's not you, you know, regardless, the connection that you guys and the bond that you guys have is unrivaled. And they're having a difficult time now putting it out of their mind, where I feel like they were able to do that before. So no, they don't regret having met you, and at the same time, it's like there's there's almost like a frustration there, because they want so much to be able to just move on as if nothing had happened, and they can't do that. You've really captured them on a very deep level. Pile 3. Give me one more. What messages do you have for pile 3? You and I were too young. Oh, look at the back of the deck. It says, I do love you. That's what I feel is like behind that mask. It's, you know, that you know, the energy that's shining through. There's just something with your guys' bond and your guys' energy and your chemistry and your connection, that your person, there was a certain point in time in your guys' connection that could kind of contain it, right, from having any real impact or influence on them. But then it got to grow so strong. It feels like it's a control thing. Yeah, it feels like a control thing. Like, you know, when your person, like your person thinking pile 3, when they fall in love, they lose control. They're not, you know what I mean? It's all over is what I just heard them say. Let me find out what's going on with you and I were too young. That could be literal, you know. That could be literal for some of you. What's coming through too, for those of you where you do have a history with this person, you know, you are that Empress, you know, the original Empress, with that full moon energy, where that is you, like you're the original Empress and you're still that Empress energy to them now. It was like you guys got together before, like your person knew better, or you guys got together before, like they didn't know what they had, right? And it's mutual though. Maybe you didn't know that you were the Empress when you first got together, and now you do. It's something like that. There's something like, this feels more on a spiritual level, like y'all were too young spiritually, like evolution wise, and it's like this connection, or you know, whatever the case may be, really caused the two of you to grow up. At least your person is feeling that way, but they're saying this of both of you, like you and I, not just me. You know, when the two of you first met, neither one of you were yet evolved in a spiritual nature, or really maybe even as a soul, right? Let's see, you and I were too young. What more? Yeah, there's the Devil. The Nine of Swords in the reverse, clarified by the Devil. You know, this is your person not knowing who they were as a person, maybe not recognizing what they had, letting addictions and self-sabotage and self-defeat get in the way, and that could be for both of you, right? That's largely what that energy is. Will you ever make things right? What's that all about? Ooh, don't tell me this is coming out again, but in the reverse. It is. Oh my gosh, that's nuts. Okay, I was picking up on that energy, but, and I'm glad that this is, okay, your person, pile 1, their message to you with, will you ever make things right? They don't want you. They're waiting for you to not feel that like to not embody that energy, because we have the Empress in the reverse now with the full moon in the reverse. Like they almost want you to kind of like, you know, they're hoping that your energy is going to change, so that they're like, oh, okay, Pile 3 really isn't that way. The bond, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like it's weird. It's the energy that I'm picking up is weird. Like their way of wanting you to make it right is by not being this amazing person that you are, to the point where the two of you have such amazing chemistry, because they're missing you too much. They don't like missing you, right? They like I said, they don't regret having met you, but at the same time, having met you put a damper on things, because they're trying to just live life like they've always lived life, right? Having put the past behind them and blah 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 blah, but they can't. They can't now. There's a dynamic to your guys' connection and relationship that they have never been able to find anywhere else. Even with the original Empress, if that Empress is not you, right? I hope you know what I mean when I talk about the original Empress, because for some of you, you are the original Empress, right? And maybe, your energies has shifted and stuff like that to where now you're more of an Empress energy. I hope that makes sense. But there's something to your guys' bond and connection that your person is just, not only do they know they're not going to find it with someone else, it's almost like they don't want to, right? And they don't like that you have this influence and this power. They don't like that they have the chemistry and the bond and the soul level connection that they do with you. So they want you to make it right by not being the amazing, beautiful soul of a person that you are. Okay, because you are fulfilling to them on every level with the Nine of Cups here. You're just amazing to your person. In your person's eyes, you're amazing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Now we're gonna end your guys' reading with 3 from Messengers of the Hearts. Family tree. There's cultural differences, different values, beliefs, or traditions that pose a challenge to this connection. That might be something else. If you have some fundamental differences when it comes to your person's beliefs, if you're a very spiritual person and they don't really believe in stuff like that, maybe you believe in manifestation and they don't, or they're into religion and you're not, or you guys have different political affiliations. There's some core differences here that your person is just not, I don't know. They see that it would pose a challenge to the connection of some kind. Let's see. Your messages to pile 3, please. Divine Blueprint says they're going within to find their higher purpose and discover the meaning of life and of this connection. Remember when I said I moved on and it was clarified by the Hermit? This feels like that. Something about your guys' connection, pile 3, made your person rethink everything that they have since, they're rethinking everything. Something about this connection turned something about their belief structure upside down, and it really rattled their cage. Like cognitive dissonance, it's that kind of an energy. Your person's not opposed to it, but it did rattle them, right? Let's get one more. Unspoken love, yeah. Says they've been carrying a torch for you all alone, but unable to confess their love due to their fear of rejection. Yeah, that's what this whole thing was about. And I was even picking up on, and I love how this flower here has light bursting out of it, because I'm almost seeing this mask overlaid on top of it, and you can see it coming through. You can see the light, the love, the affection, the true feelings just bursting through, even though they try so hard to keep them back. This person loves you, pile 3. Yeah, they're saying down here that they love you, but they're not in love with you. And it says again, I do love you. And it's coming through that they actually love you. But they're not allowing themselves, even if they are in love with you and they're not allowing themselves to admit it to themselves, there's a reason for that. fear. Fear is driving that. It literally says that, you know, fear. And the fear is of rejection. That's what it is. Everything else that your person is talking about here, like, okay, so cultural differences, what's coming through, pile 3, your person actually doesn't really care. They don't care. That's what they're telling themselves, though, to maintain the emotional, intimate, vulnerable, you know, distance between the two of you. They're trying to put as much distance emotionally and mentally between the two of you as they can. So they're telling themselves what they need to tell themselves. You know, for some of you, your person might even be, this is conscious. This is your person consciously trying to deactivate themselves from the connection. Okay? Like, what's coming through is your person may either be like a fearful avoidant. They may even be in anxious attachment style towards you at this time, and they are on purpose trying to deactivate from that connection. And so they're trying to find anything and everything they can to, like, faults, flaws, what could go wrong here. Let me focus on that, because maybe that'll help me not want to think about pile 3 so much, or whatever the case may be, right? That's, man, there's definitely an inner battle going here. I feel for you guys, pile 3, if, you know, you're still in this and, you know, you're having a hard time disconnecting, because it's not going to get better until and unless your person deals with that fear and surrenders to this connection. And that I sense a battle. And it may, you know, we have the precursors to that with your person going into hermit mode. That means they're going within. Okay, they're going within, looking for answers. This is not them looking for external validation or external answers. They're actually going within, right? And even with Divine Blueprint, they are starting to ask some very serious, you know, they're asking better questions. But I feel like that journey is just beginning. So what I'm hearing, pile 3, if you want to be in this, you know, buckle up, because it is going to be a ride, because they are going to come back, right? But they're still not going to be, they're not going to be healed yet. Okay? They're not going to be healed yet. You know, that process and that journey, for a lot of you, your person is starting that process of healing. They're asking themselves the right questions and stuff like that, which this connection with you was a catalyst towards. But, you know, if you are wanting to walk this journey with them, just buckle up, because it's just getting started. Okay, you guys? We're going to end your reading there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys.